We got our top 30 Young Guns coming up next. Stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, guys? We got something a little different for us today. I'm going to run through my top 30 Young Guns. This does include some canvases and exclusives and perhaps a high gloss or so. But relatively speaking, they're all Young Guns. We're only going to do 30 today. I probably could have made the top 100, but you guys would probably fall asleep and it would be like really late at night by the time you guys finish watching. So I'll just do my top 30. Some of these are questionable in order. You may not agree with it. I may not even agree with it, you know, if I sat down and look at it, but it's just too hard to come up with an exact list. But I promise you, there are not as many Red Wings in this video as you might think. There are quite a few though, but that's most of my collection. I'm sorry. These bad boys in the background over here, that's some of my Zadina stuff that didn't make the video. I got a clear cut, his regular Young Gun. That's a silver foil and the SP Authentic Acetate Young Gun of Zadina. So, all right, let's kick this bad boy off. I hope you guys are doing good today. I wanted to just give you something else to ponder on from me, so you guys can see a little bit more of my collection than most people. Yeah, let's kick us off. First up, we got a Jordan Binnington Young Gun. My wife got me this as well as one of the other ones in here from a guy on eBay. I wanted to let the hype die down a little bit on Binnington before we bought one because they were going crazy last year during the playoffs, but yep, picked them up. So there's Jordan Binnington. Next up, we have a Gem Mint 9.5 of Matthew Barzal for the Islanders. I sent this in and got it graded. My wife's dropping cards. I sent this in to get it graded. Came back as a 3.95s and a 9 or a 10 on centering, so pretty happy with that. So there's Matt Barzal. Next up, a new Red Wing acquisition. So technically a Red Wing, even though it doesn't look like it. Demo Timashov. This is his exclusives out of 100. He's got a lot of promise. I'm excited to see. I hope Detroit re-signs him this year. I'd like to see a full season out of him. I think he's got a lot of potential to be a good fit there. So we'll see. But there's Demo Timashov. Another Red Wing prospect that's spent a little time with the club, but not a lot. There's Taro Hirose, a.k.a. Taco. He's been playing in Grand Rapids. But yeah, he's a good player. He's kind of a good bump player for the Red Wings. Has the ability to score, but is definitely a setup man for sure. So that's his exclusives, 97 out of 100. There's Taco.
Did you say not a lot of Red Wings?
Yeah, not yeah. I know this is the bottom part of my collection is pretty Red Wing heavy, but then it breaks up a little bit. So I promise you guys. Number 26. Here's Filip Hronek exclusives, numbered 18 out of 100. Pretty bad. It's one off his jersey number, but that's all right. Filip Hronek. He's probably the number 1 D guy in Detroit right now, if we're being honest. At least until some other people like Mo Seider and those guys get up. Gustav Lindstrom should be pretty good too, but yeah, there's Filip Hronek. And last Red Wing for a minute here. Here's Nephew Tyler's exclusives. This is 87 out of 100. I have no idea where I got this from. I think I bought this, but who knows? I've got so many cards. It's hard to tell, but yep, there's Bert. All right, we have a non-Red Wing, I promise. We have, here's Patrik Laine. This is a Young Gun 9.5. Got a 10 on surface, but a 9 in centering. It's all right. I sent that in for grading as well, so can't really complain about a 9.5. Yeah, Laine. All right. Next up, we're going to do, this is a Cale Makar's Young Gun Canvas. I actually went out and bought this because I wasn't able to pull one. But yeah, Cale Makar Canvas. He's having a fantastic playoff right now, so he appears to be the real deal. So hopefully continue that. To go with that, I have a couple of his Young Guns. I've sold a couple, but these are the 3 I kept there that I still have. These are probably going to go out and get graded at some point when I trust the mail enough to mail them out. But yep, there's Cale Makar Young Gun ×3. That was number 22. And number 21, we have Mitch Marner. This was also sent out by me. Came back Gem Mint 9.5 all the way around. Pretty happy with that. I love Mitch. He's a fun player to watch. Good attitude for a player. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to own that. So Mitch Marner. All right. Next up, we have for the Tampa Bay Lightning, Nikita Kucherov, Gem Mint 10. Picked this up a while back. His prices weren't nearly as much, but my wife picked it up for me. I can't take credit. She got it for me. So, yeah, Nikita Kucherov. Probably would be willing to bet he's probably the best player on Tampa right now, between him and Braden Point. But and then there's this guy who hasn't really seen a whole lot of playoff time this year, Steven Stamkos. Also Gem Mint 10 of Steven Stamkos. These are just the base young guns because I don't have that kind of money to go reach back and get an exclusives of these guys, but I'm just happy to own these. So yeah, there's Stammer. All right, next up, my man, future captain of the Red Wings, D-Boss Dylan Larkin. This one's a Gem Mint 10. I actually thought this card looked really good. It probably would grade out, it could very easily grade out a 10 in Beckett, but I'm not going to have it sent in to have it regraded as being a Gem Mint 10 already. So we'll have to see where he goes. I'm putting 99.9% he's going to get named captain by Steve Yzerman in the coming months, probably right before the season starts. So stay tuned for that. I would expect his stock price to go up a little bit for that. So there's D-Boss. All right. One of my many. Here's a UD exclusives of Philip Zadina. It's number 23 out of 100. This is number 17 on my list of my top 30. Philip Zadina I had a hell of a time getting a Philip Zadina exclusives. The first one I ordered came in, it was jacked up. The second one got lost in the mail, and the third one finally showed up. So that was this one. So took forever to get it, but here it is. So that's pretty awesome. Philip Zadina exclusives. All right. I know a lot of people don't really look at this guy as a true NHLer, but I love this card. Here's a Young Gun exclusives, David Ayers, bookended 100 out of 100. Pulled this out of SP Authentic from my local card shop. It's actually pretty excited to get this. So yeah, David Ayers. I don't know what these dropped significantly in price from when they first. I think they were going for like 200 US at one point, but I think they're probably down now to, you know, $80, $90. So yeah, still pretty sweet card. So yeah. All right, next up, you guys probably just saw me have this on the channel a little while ago from a pickups. This is Anthony Mantha's buyback program of excellence card. This has made my top was it 15 now? I think we're on 15 of my favorite young guns. So there's Mo. And to go along with that, one I pulled on the channel from a box of buybacks was this Anthony Mantha. Blue ink number to 39 of Anthony Mantha. All right, next up, moving away from the Wings again. Also got this on a recent pickups video. But there's Jonathan Toews, young gun. Pretty happy to own this one. I don't know how much longer he's got around in Chicago, but he's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer for sure. So figured out why not pick it up while I had a good chance and the money was right on it. So, all right, moving on. This is one that my wife picked up with the Jordan Binnington. I don't remember what she paid for these, but they weren't cheap, especially Pasta's not. His stuff has gone crazy. David Pastrnak, young gun. I don't know. I think it was like $275 for both cards, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's Pasta. All right, number 11, we have graded 9.5 of Leon Draisaitl. This is 9.5s all the way around. I just wanted to get one of his cards since he had a phenomenal season. I didn't collect anything back in 14, 15. Like I just pick up pieces here and there. I really didn't start collecting until the end of 16, 17. So like all my 15, 16 stuff had to be backfilled, 14, 15, so on and so forth. So I've gotten a lot, but he was one I definitely wanted to pick up. So there's Leon Draisaitl. All right, and probably the hottest player in the playoffs right now, without question, is this guy, Nathan MacKinnon. This is a Gem Mint 9.5, got a 9 in edges, but it was 9.5 for the rest of them. There are two versions of these, if you didn't know. Most of you already know, but this is a no pink. The other ones are called, they have the pink, and it's right across the front of his chest. The jersey's pink. I guess it was an issue with the printing on them. I'm not really sure like what exactly happened to lead to that, but supposedly the ones with the pink have a harder time getting better grades on the surface grade. They look at it as a blemish and not like a printing error. So I don't know if that's still necessarily true today, but I know for a while there it was kind of the way everyone looked at it. But yep, there's Nathan MacKinnon. And moving on to number 9, we have Elias Pettersson. Sent this one out I sent like 10 of these out for grading, and they all came back 9.5s or 9s. This was the only one I got left. I sold all the other ones, but yeah, Pettersson 9.5. He's having a great season, or great playoffs as well for Vancouver. I'd fully expect him to be like their cornerstone for many years to come there, between him and Quinn Hughes on the back end. So pretty happy to have that one. All right, one that's not so common. Back to the Red Wings for a couple here. You guys have probably seen this before if you've watched my top 30. He was an honorable mention then, but I've considerably moved him up in my top 30, at least for Young Guns anyway, to number 8. These are really difficult to find in good shape, and you can even see on the top right above his helmet, there's that little tiny nick. That's very common on these. Almost every Pavel Datsyuk card with this design. There was 2 of these. This is the opponent in background, and there's another one that is the boards in background. The boards in background, they're both worth about the same amount of money, but this is the one that I think that was in hobby. The other one was not a hobby exclusive. It was retail, I believe. Like I said, way before I was really collecting a lot. But yeah, Pavel Datsyuk, Young Gun. And this guy. We've got a Henrik Zetterberg, Gem Mint 9.5. I bought this on eBay raw. I think it was like 180 bucks, and it came back a 9.5 with 210 subgrades. So I was pretty happy with that. Wish we could have done a little better on the corners, but you know, it is what it is. It's like I don't know, this card's old. 2001, so I mean 19 years old at this point, right? So yep, but there's Henrik Zetterberg, Young Gun. All right, we are down to the top 6. So I don't know. You guys can let me know if you guys would have regraded these or re-ranked these, I guess. But this is how I see it. So, all right, number 6, we got a Austin Matthews Young Gun canvas. I pulled this out of a hanger box. It was like a repack box that I got at Target. For all my Canadian viewers, Target's basically like Walmart, except a little bit nicer. But yeah, so pretty awesome. I don't even know like what the odds of pulling that was. I think I figured it out. It was like 1 in like 20,000 boxes of hanger packs just to be able to pull that, assuming that they had that configuration of Series 2 in the box. So very shocked when I pulled this. I can't, not gonna lie on that one. Like I was like, what are the chances? So pretty sweet. Austin Matthews canvas.
Isn't this his second Austin Matthews? Because the first one got
Oh yeah. All right, yeah. Number 5, Austin Matthews. I had another debacle with the post office, and my first one, I was sent a Brock Besser graded card, and the guy sent Austin Matthews to the guy that bought the Brock Besser card. Needless to say, he didn't get it back. So he refunded my money. I sent his card back, and I ended up buying this one. So it was a 9.5, true Gem Mint 9.5, Austin Matthews, and that's number 5 on my list. So pretty awesome. Happy to own that one too. All right, this next one could very easily be my number 1. It could very easily be anybody's number 1, but I have him at number 4. You'll probably see why here soon. Alexander Ovechkin, Young Guns. This one I have not had this graded yet. I need to send this out because it looks really good too. But like I said, I don't really trust the mail right now. A lot of things going on, so I'll probably wait till closer to Christmas, let's just say that. And I'll send stuff out to get some graded. But yep, I picked this one off eBay, and since then the prices have gone insane. I think he's probably around $600 right now for a raw OV card, OV Young Gun anyway. His future watches have gone even crazier. Like I paid $1,000 for mine, and they are $300 to $3,500 raw right now. So I'm assuming his Young Guns is probably going to follow suit. So, yep, there's Ovi. All right, and number 3. this could be most people's number one too, but we have a 9.5 of Connor McDavid. Got a 10 in centering, 9 in corners, 9.5s on edges and surface, but 9.5 gem mint. It's the only McDavid young gun I own. I know there's some people that just chase these things and like try to keep them and save them, but I just wanted one for the collection. I think it's the staple, like young gun, like gotta have a McDavid, you gotta have an Ovechkin, you know. So there's my obligatory Connor McDavid young gun for my collection. All right. I had this card at number 1, but you'll probably see why I switched it. But this is my Philip Zadina Young Gun High Gloss, numbered 4 of 10. I ponied up crazy money for this, but luckily it was right during COVID, so I'd gotten a nice check from Uncle Sam. So Uncle Sam bought me a High Gloss Young Gun of Philip Zadina. I haven't seen another one on there since, so I'm pretty lucky and fortunate that I was able to grab this one when I did. But that's number 2 on my list, Philip Zadina Young Gun. And number 1, drum roll. All right.
Sorry, my drum roll sucks.
Yeah, her drum roll's not very good. My number 1 is my Sidney Crosby Young Gun. Gem mint 9.5, edges, centering, corners, all 9.5. Surface got a 10. This is by far my most valuable young gun. I paid crazy money for this, and it's way crazier now. I think these are going for like $2,000 right now or something US. So very happy I bought it when I did. But yeah, so you guys let me know in the comments, what do you think? Pretty solid collection. Would you guys move anything around? I have, yeah. What would your number 1 be? How about that? Everybody's got different views on things. It's not always about the money either. Sometimes, a lower priced card could still be your favorite. So, let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, let you guys know that every time I post a video. And I appreciate you guys, and I thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a great night. See ya.